Alright, we should be live. It has been a day. But we're through it all now, so let's play some Magic. If that cheers me up. When I did have time today, I was watching Kenji do the Avatar streamer event. One day, hopefully that'll be me streaming. If I actually got into one of those, I think I'd request like the day off from work and just stream like 24 hours straight. Or attempt to until I crash. Something very unhealthy along those lines. Because one thing I genuinely love is playing with a new Magic set for the first time. Unfortunately, they want to give me that feeling way too often in a year, and one of the worst feelings is trying to keep up with Magic anymore. So I said something bad about it. I am one of those streamers that is destroying Magic with my negative commentary. I'll never get to be one of the pre-release event streamers. Oh well. If I can't be honest about your product and its faults and flaws, then you're gonna have to pay me an awful lot of money. One or the other. Alright, so what do we have? Well, I see the Bombardiers. I did not see any Moxen. There is a Hull Breacher, and that is a very strong card. There's also an Ancient Tomb. Also a very strong card, but I think it's the Bombardiers. The Bombardiers would make me wish I had Ancient Tomb. Hull Breacher is a very good card, and we could try to build around it if we can get any of the draw 7s. Because that is where it's at its most powerful. And we could potentially wheel fast spawn. You know what? I've done a ton of red-white aggro in this format. Let's take Hull Breacher and try and have some fun. See if we can do anything cool with it. No Twister variants. You know what? Mokdi is incredibly strong, even outside of the aggro deck. Just opponents' mana rocks coming into play tap throws off so many people. There is an exploration, though, which I would also like to have if I'm gonna get the draw 7s. I want to be able to play additional lands, so you know what? We're gonna go all in, but at least this, you know, it's not like where I went all in on the combo decks and couldn't do anything because the combo piece didn't show up. This is more along the lines of, I'm going to do this thing, and if we get all of the stuff together, it's going to be great, and if we don't, it's going to be okay. Who are we drafting with now? Oh. Somebody over here has an amazing red-white deck started. Nope, nobody I recognize. Alright, there is a Sunfall, a Dig Through Time, which isn't card draw. That's okay. It's that Brain Freeze I could never get. There is the Ice-Till Explorer for the combination of it and Exploration, but there's also Courser. Probably just want Dig, honestly, though. What I'm trying to do. Dig Through Time seems like the strongest card in that pack. Cryptic, Displacer Kitten. Fanatic. This isn't really a Fanatic deck. Probably not going to be a Raphellos deck either. I think I want the Displacer Kitten. There are some fun things you can do with Displacer Kitten, but you need to get the right cards to go with it. Like, Displacer Kitten itself is not particularly strong, but you get the right cards with it, it gets really out of hand. Wondering if I just want to try land here. That's already in the two colors that I have. that I'm looking to be. Take a Tali. Just a very powerful card to have in my deck. Especially if I have cards like Exploration where I just get to ramp into it. If I can get the draw 7s going. I think I'm going to take Sparrow's Headquarters first. Displacer Kitten goes very well with the 3-mana Teferi. Not that he needs a ton of help, but if you can get the 3-mana Teferi, the right mana rocks, like any of the Moxen goes infinite with him. Soul Ring can go infinite. Mana Crypt, Mana Vault, Grim Monolith. All work. I want to do the thing where I get the draw 7, so I probably want Prophecydetic Memory. For Sentinel's not terrible. Already killed somebody with life. Off of Life Death. So, already lived that dream, which isn't really so much of a dream as it is, I can't believe this actually happened. I don't think... The problem is I cannot remember clearly, obviously, all the limited games I played back during Apocalypse, but I don't remember Life Death being a particularly good card in Apocalypse Limited at all, so... Maybe I killed somebody with life back then, or saw somebody lose a game to life, but... It feels like that was the first time anybody has ever lost to Life Death for the life side of it. I do not want any of these cards for what I am doing. Actually, give me Revoker, because there's a lot of Planeswalkers that I could potentially name with Revoker. This is the last pack we haven't seen. Pack 1. Would not mind Outland Liberator in this format, but I think I just want the extra mana from Nissa.
Which cannot protect itself.
Alright, we wield Fast Bond, but also Utopia Sprawl. Alright, I have a plan, so I'm taking Fast Bond. Fast Bond Exploration, by the way, not actually good together. Take Nissa, though, over the Lalamore Elves, or Elvish Mystic, whichever one of the two it was. I forget which artwork that was for. But, so, Fast Bond doesn't care why you played an extra land, it still punishes you for doing so. So the two of them are not good together, but the one's redundant for the other one, so... That at least. Well, Corsair of Kruphix combos pretty well with Fast Bond, letting me gain back the life. Alright. Can we open Time Twister one time? Just one time. I'm going to take Rofellos because he's got more potential upside. Definitely take the Curator because Graveyard Hate is fine to have here. I'll take the white card because I'm more likely to run it. Take a red-green land just in case we get like Minsc and Boo. Alright, Terra Sunder, Lotus Cobra, Birds of Paradise, Gaia's Cradle. I feel like this is take Birds, try and wheel Cobra, or take Time Warp. Time Warp's not as good as it is in other cubes, and we're not a particularly strong attacking deck, but it's still a Time Warp. And we can still ramp into it, so maybe that's still the correct pick. I'm kind of very inclined to take Birds, though, and try and wheel Lotus Cobra, so I'm gonna do that. I think Time Warp is okay. Like, I'm not the big dumb green creatures deck where casting a Time Warp would let me win. If I could, like, ramp into a giant creature and then cast Time Warp in the same turn. There's Leovold. The downside to Leovold is that you actually don't get treasures with Hullbreacher if Leovold's out, but he's also redundant Hullbreacher, stopping the opponents from getting the card draw. But I still don't have anything that actually lets me draw the cards, so... I also have, like, all the extra land plays. I could have taken Renin 6 there. Fury, Jace, fetch land. Hey, I always like Jace. Plus, it's Fox Jace. So, you know, tiny bit better. Need Ignoble Hierarch. Snapcaster. We don't have the cards for it yet. I think take another Forest dual land. So that way it pumps up Rofellos. Still have no real combos for Displacer Kitten. I can blink Proph's Eidetic Memory or Jace after activating him and activate him again, because if I draw 3, put back 2, then I'll see the third card underneath that the second time. Or I can +2 him to put that card, like the top card on the bottom. And both of those are fine plays. Or I can, like, Fate Seal the opponent, blink him, Fate Seal the opponent again. Make sure they're not drawing anything good forever. But I do need stuff that goes along with that for that to work properly. Oh, there we go. That makes Rofellos stronger. Gobin's okay. Alright. There's Endurance, Miscalculation, Probe. I already have enough Graveyard Hate, I think. So let me have the Miscalc. Probe. We get some early interaction. So I have nothing else going on right now. Well, we can generate tons of mana, so Pest Infestation seems good here. I don't have the artifacts for Kappa, so... Up the beanstalk. I currently have 1, 2, 3 cards that trigger it. I don't think I need a mana rock when I have all the land-based ramp. Alright. It's another thing I can blink with the cat. Draw more cards to keep Proph's Eidetic Memory triggering. So I guess Rofellos can beat down. Birds of Paradise can grab those counters and get in there. I don't know. Somebody's got to do something with all this. I currently have no black for Terra Sunder, but that could change. Versus Cradle. I'm not really a go-wide creature deck either. Like, Cradle's worse than a regular land half the time for this deck. Prime Time and Renin 6. I'm gonna take Renin 6 Speculation, I think, just in case we see Strip Mine. Like, we already have a bunch of ways to play extra land, so if we can find the Strip Mine, it'll work. Scavenging Ooze, even though it's fighting with Keen-Eyed Curator for deck space. Pick your poison over Ignoble Hierarch. Ignoble lets me cast Terra Sunder, and the Exalted is not nothing here, but I also could have taken the other one. Both of them would have been fine. Alright, somebody's not getting Hellrider, I guess. Alright, free Endurance, because nobody wants to be green. Red-green Talisman. Alright. Still nothing. Alright, give me Lutri. Can we get any of the Time Twisters? Memory Jar, actual Time Twister, Time Spiral, the something to memory. We got past a Blue Mox. So somebody opened double power in this pack. And they were like, you know what? Here, you can have this Mox. I'm taking Lotus or whatever, Time Walk Ancestral. Alright, oh, turning down a blue Mox here. Alright, once the draft is over, I'm going to need a couple minutes, so hopefully I'll remember to edit that out later on for the VOD. There's a Library of Alexandria. There's also a Springheart Nantuko. I don't have the draw 7s. Like, I love taking the library here if I was going to get a Time Twister of some variety, but doesn't look like I am. Force of Negation, Ewit. Oh no, Eternal Witness, you want to help me beat down? Of course she does. Yeah, I'm not feeling this one. When I started taking the cards early, it's like, okay. Like, yes, they will get snapped up, but if I can get, like, one of them, I'm gonna feel really good about my chances. And we got none of them, so I feel really bad about my chances. Spell Pierce, Haywire Might. I don't think I can afford to take Frantic Search here. What is my non-creature ratio right now? 3 instants, 1 sorcery, 1 non-creature artifact, 2 non-creature enchantments should be Exploration and Fast Bond. I don't have good artifacts to copy with Saheeli. I think I'm going to take Spell Pierce. Action. There's Crucible, but we never saw Strip Mine. I think I have to take Big Nisa here, so that way I have something that can win a game. And I don't really need Caryatid. None of these are helping all that much. I'm going to take Safekeeper so that if I get a giant creature, I can protect it by feeding it a land. We're not a hoof deck. We might have to run it just because, but I don't have any of the things that go with it, so I don't know what I'm doing with it. That was all 8 packs from this round, so literally all of the draw 7s, if they got open, went to somebody else who decided they could use them. I love when I pick cards based on hoping I get other cards and then never see those other cards. It's the best. Also, I never actually picked up a legitimate fetch land. Give me the Urborg just in case, or not Urborg, Underground Sea rather, just in case for the kicker, Terra Sunder. Am I not running Sowing Mica Spawn? I don't have anything worth tutoring for. Low-key tempted, but I think I just want Greaves to protect my creatures. Hey, give me a Battle Ball. I might run it, probably not.
If it's a challenge you want, then a challenge you'll get.
And if I had just taken the thing, Death Greeter had like the highest win rate of like any red card in, actually like any card in the entire set. And I'm getting it like last pick. And I could have had pack 1, pick 1 Broadside Bombardiers, but I've done red so many times. Alright, real quick, let me see if I can figure out the deck. Alright, I have a Lutri. Why not? Alright. Oh, hush up. I barely even touched it. Stop overreacting. Me brushing my arm against the wire for that. Six cuts. Alright. like I said, I'm going to need a few minutes, so let me think about it and I'll be back. Okay, I'm back. And we can probably lose Leovold and the Swamp by extension. Like, the Underground Sea is nice to have for the Terra Sunder. We lose up the Beanstalk. We don't have enough hits for it. Give me Craterhoof, honestly. Like, the deck's already bad and I'm probably not going to win, so let's do some stuff. Oh, we can go down an island because we have the Mox. Isn't really a Greaves deck. Endurance. I mean, Endurance is fine as a flash creature. We lose face. Honestly, we probably lose Displacer Kitten. We don't have enough stuff for it. One more. Alright, let's lose the actual exploration, because I'll keep the fast bond for the combination with Courser of Kruphix, and in case I get in my opening hand, but so that way we can potentially ramp with it. Cheesephant. Alright, opponent goes first, and I have Library of Alexandria, so that's pretty cool. Hand doesn't do much past that, unfortunately, but... Oh. Lucky them. I am in the market for getting a bunch of these cards out of my deck and into my hand. 8, 9, 8, 7. I was gonna say, if they can kill it here, good for them, and they should, because this is the only time where this thing is going to actually be vulnerable. Okay. Okay, drop my card. Hey, endurance. Is Barrelgoyf both players' graveyards? Number of card types. On cards in all graveyards. Okay, so my stuff going in the graveyard will boost their Barrelgoyf. Alright, so... play the Mox. Play the Forest. So now I'm back down to 7. Attack them for 1. Pass the turn. I want them to go for some big card draw spell. You know, I would love to see them try and play Ancestral Recall right now. Something similar. Alright, Talisman means nothing to me. Grist. Okay. Grist is annoying. Gonna sack Barrelgoyf to kill my thing, or they're just gonna mill in? Alright, so the Barrelgoyf is a 1/2 Death Touch lifelink. Alright, so we're supposed to draw the card first. Flash in Endurance. Target them. There are no cards in graveyard. Go to blockers. Keep their Death Touch lifelinker. My turn. Alright, so my current hand size is 8. So playing the land brings me down to 7. Playing this brings me down to 7. Different options. Good to some degree. Alright. Well, let's attack Grist first. See what they do. See if they protect Grist, or if they just let her take 3 damage. Okay. I think I pass here with the idea I'm just gonna keep drawing, and if they go for anything... Because right now the board state does not favor them, so they kind of need either to build out the board or to draw some cards, and I'm hoping it's card draw. Because if it's card draw and we actually get to stop them from drawing the cards... They have Leovold. Alright, well, I'm gonna draw a card in response. Alright. Running it out now. Okay. So I kind of need Grist to knock that off. Currently have 8 cards in hand. Alright. I don't think they want to lose Leovold, so let's attack them for 3 first. I think they're just going to chump here. gonna name Grist the Hunger Tide. 7. Go down to 6. The forest, gain a life. Last turn. This is revealed, right? They're gonna know that I have that. Yeah. As opposed to I can look at it whenever I want to. Alright. Well, they do have double white between the talisman and the land, so if they did have a Wrath... Because I don't think any of the double black Wraths are in. They could theoretically have, Alright, Black Lotus is pretty good. Sneak attack. And Lotus. Okay. Well, that's all very cool. But until something terrifying pops out from underneath Shelldock Isle, I think I'm doing alright. Alright. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So, Forest is 7. There's enough to ultimate Nissa. I would have 1, 2, 3, 4 forests. So all of my creatures will get +4/+4, so that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 is 20. 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29, 30, 31. Yeah, so this has to be lethal.
You will listen to the will of the machine. Witness my garden's glory.
Sorry, but I just had to do math real quick. I'm bad at it. I have a math fail emote and everything. It's adorable. I love my math fail emote. I have no fingers. I can't count. Do so much math. I had to count all of my mana, make sure I could cast my spell. I had to count all of my creatures and what the bonus would be, and multiply, and... Oh, it was brutal. Yes, because I need one more green source, and I think this hand is actually pretty strong against anything other than mono-red aggro, or, like, white-red aggro. So, Mountain. Plateau. Alright. Alright, we'll draw our card here. Another island. Stands to reason. I'm just gonna slow them down. Attempt to. And a forest here would have been so good. Get Raphellos down. Camp into Nissa. You also have a Black Lotus opponent. Will you also style on me with your awesome artifact? Oh! Oh, that might have been the actual perfect. Alright, I'm gonna run it out. But I'm not gonna play the extra land now, because I don't need to. Like, if I don't draw a land next turn, I can just play out the land. And if I do draw a land, you know I'm not blocking here, come on. I mean, they're actually doing it to get the damage in because they know I'm not blocking there. Like, that's a legitimate response to... Ooh, Urza bad. Urza real bad. Then tap your guy for mana to cast your other thing? Yep. Well, that seems correct. Alright, 1, 2, 3, 4, 8. Let's see.
Together, we will prevail.
Not special. I can do it too.
Harness the elements.
Is she non-land creature? I think she's non-creature land. Yeah, so I can't just keep adding counters. All right. Well, unfortunately, theirs are just going to be bigger and more impressive than mine very soon. So, and while I did exile their one artifact to shrink their guys, it's probably not the artifact I desperately needed to kill there. So. On the bright side, though, if Nissa goes like 2 more turns and they don't currently have anything that can hit her, oh, or they can upheaval, I guess. I do have fast bond though, so that's not like the best for them unless they have force of will or can counter my thing. Yeah, upheavaling me when I have a Mox and fast bond is okay, I guess. Alright, so Forest, Fast Bond. Play my Mox. Play Yavimaya. Play Island. Play Island. Play Island. Cast Nissa.
We will not
+1. And tap this weird island.
You walk on.
And cast Raphaelos. Pass. I mean, good luck with this. Alright. Alright, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Cast the battle ball. This one. Tap. That one.
The land fights for us.
Oh. A card. Oh, hey, other Nissa. And I'm holding up Hull Breacher, so... I don't know what they're going to get here, but it's going to have to be pretty amazing. Huh? I guess if they actually have, what's its name? Okay, that's not the thing I was expecting. I mean, maybe they can combo off here, but... Okay, Urza. Like a 4/4. That's cool. Get a 5/5 by loading mana. tap your 4/4, I guess, instead of tapping the Lotus Petal for the extra blue mana. Look, I'm not in charge of you, opponent. You do whatever makes you feel happy, I guess. But you did tap your 5/5. That can't block now. Alright, Time Walk's a minor problem. You got it. 10. Okay. I mean, yeah, I guess if I never get another turn and you do a bunch of cool stuff here, that seems pretty good. You lose 2 life, I make 2 treasures. If they have to spend mana on a counter spell, that's mana they don't have to cast. They hit Sink into Stupor, and that's my forest, not another island. So if they sink the Hull Breacher, they do get to draw 2 cards and lose 2 life now. Alright, fair enough. You got it. Did tap all of your mana, though, including your artifacts, so I still think I win that. Yeah, my deck could use an upheaval. I have the Fast Bond, and the Mox, and the Mana Dorks. I appreciate it, though, opponent. Thank you very much. Ooh, it's a Ritz cracker. Like a Ritz cracker, but fancy, I guess. The opponent goes first. I have no ramp, and like all of my top end, I think this is a mulligan. Ah yes, the old Library of Alexandria Fast Bond on the mulligan opener. So I'm on 6. Okay. This is already terrible. This is the worst. They dash Ragavan. Turn 1. Alright, well, library's dead. Because I'm gonna have to stop that before it gets any worse. I don't know that I can, honestly. Like, this is definitely play out my cards. But I don't know. I'm going to hold the Sapphire just in case for right this second, because I don't need it for mana. But all right, all right. This is a losing line. So is letting Ragavan just wail on me all on his own, starting on turn 1. So yep, and I put my other forest on the bottom, and my Rofellos would not do anything anyway. Like, this might just be, you know, I mulliganed on the play or on the draw against this thing that is currently happening to me. So I mean, Ragavan didn't attack, so there's that. You know what? I'm gonna save us all some time. This game is definitely over. There is a 0% chance I win this game. I kept Library hoping there would be a slower, grindier deck or a combo deck or something where I get to draw a couple cards and make up for the mulligan, and instead they were aggro, and then I had to do what I felt I had to do, given the cards in my hand and their start, and yeah, that was just not happening. Because either I sacrifice my library there and I'm never casting another spell, or I lose my guy and Ragavan gets to start hitting me, and both of those feel like I've lost that game, so. Alright. Yep. I'm okay with that. Alright, let's make them kill Raphellos. If this is just them sacking their clue, that's a... Yeah, no, that's about as good as it gets. Yeah, I mean, I'm glad that they had to sack the clue for that. To get gut there, but... Alright, so I currently have 7. So... I think I really have time for much else, though, so... Cast Nissa here. Out my land. Add a mana. Pull Lutri to hand. Yeah, Gut's gonna run me over too quickly. Like, ideally they sacrifice Gut here and hit me for 8, and that's like my best case scenario, so... When getting punched in the face for half your life total is your best case scenario. So, 8 and 6 is 14? Hang on. Right? This is 6, 10, 14. Alright, you know what? Hit me. That was not Craterhoof or other Nissa. Which is kind of what I needed to see there, because one of those two and I might have actually been able to win this. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Yeah, I don't think I can win. Alright, so... we play the forest. Add a blue. Tap this for 4. Cast Nissa.
Witness the ties that bind us all.
2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8.
Behold, nature's true power.
I cast Dig. Yeah, okay. Just making sure there was nothing I could do there. Yeah, if we had drawn other Nissa or Craterhoof there is a world where I win that. If I can do the math properly, but... we needed something of that caliber to potentially win the game there. And we did not find it. Okay. I mean, that's fair. It was white-red aggro. And I think that's the worst matchup for my deck. Like, I have things that get out from underneath some of the more unfair decks. And I can go bigger and faster than some of the aggro decks. Or not aggro decks, like some of the ramp decks. So, the aggro decks are basically the only thing that is pulling me apart. And we ran into 2 of them back to back, so that kind of sucks. Alright, I'm a sucker for a Library of Alexandria hand. If they go mountain aggro creature, then we go 2 and 3. Alright, I will play out the island though, to Spell Pierce here. Alright, can't stop him. Can, however, draw a card and Spell Pierce, their big fancy spell that they're ramping into if it's not a creature. So good times can still be had by all. Of course it's another creature. Why wouldn't it be? Another creature that's going to make things awful for me. Nope, okay. Well, I tried. I did try. I made a sincere, concerted effort to try and win the game. After I did not get any Time Walk variant, or not Time Walk, Time Twister variants from my awesome Time Twister deck. Oh, right, none of their things are actually islands. But yeah, ramping into a Roboroid when my interaction is Spell Pierce. And also when I've chosen to, like, play slower in order to get the card draw. Alright, they didn't have a land to follow up with, at least, so... I mean, I still die. I am so ridiculously dead here. I played a 1-mana 1/1, and they have 3 4-power creatures that are constantly growing, so... Like, I think I'm... If I take 8 here... Yeah, I'm just dead next turn to their 3 creatures, so... Like, they literally don't have to do another thing for the rest of the game, other than attack me, and I lose. And I cannot deploy... Yep, okay. Fair enough. I knew it was a bad deck, but, you know, starting off with the 2 wins made me think that maybe. Because if they had just been another grindy control deck with a lot of 1-for-1 removal and card draw and whatnot, we probably would have pulled them apart here with this hand. Like, just looking at this, we Spell Pierce like their first play. We draw a bunch of cards. We'll have Miscalc, Hull Breacher, and the card draw available. We have our Sylvan Safekeeper, so they have to kill that before I get enough lands into play. Like, all of this feels like it would have won against anything other than I just play creatures constantly. And that's the last 3 decks we ran into. So yeah, I would have preyed more on the unfair decks with what I had. That's a little disappointing that we didn't see more of that. But, alright, so that'll do it for this draft. If you're watching this live... do I want to keep going? It's been a long day. I think we just throw a raid. So, here, let me see who's available. See if... Okay, so... We're going to throw a raid over to Irish Eye. She is the one who did my emotes, speaking of them from before. She's working on a video for the other person I normally raid, which is Smelly Octopus, who does a lot of variety streaming. She's, like, that's how we met each other, was through his channel, so we'll throw the raid over to her, and thank you for watching, and I will see you next time. Have a good rest of your day. Oh, and good luck at the pre-release over the weekend, too.
Stream, I think. Doesn't that look like the second stream? Hello, Saber. Thank you so much for the raid. Don't be suspicious. Don't do it. Don't be suspicious.